Spark is a delivery driver platform that powers delivery services from Walmart, Sam's Club, and many other retailers. In the 2 years that I've been uploading on YouTube, I've tried many different delivery driver platforms, but there was always one that I hadn't really gotten around to try. But I had really good things about it, and that was the Spark Driver app. I was really excited about this one. Today I made the trip all the way out to South Carolina to record a video with my brother. Reason why is because my brother has been working with Walmart Spark and he's been making some good extra money. What is this guy doing? You want to put it in the trunk? First, wait. I want to introduce everyone to this guy right here. This is my brother Serge. A round of applause over. By the way, if someone is watching from Spark, I need to tell you something.
Let me tell you something.
So my brother Serge, he was working with Spark for the past 2 years, and then randomly, like 5 months ago, they decided to check his driving record, and they found a ticket back from like 2020. And instead of, you know, trying to figure this out to keep him on, well, they just decided to tell him
goodbye, and may our roads never cross again.
So if you guys could do something about it, I'd really appreciate it. Get him back on Spark. He has been doing Walmart Spark for how many years now?
Probably since I moved to South Carolina, so
about 2 years?
2.5 probably.
And I was telling them, you have thrown out crazy numbers at me of how much extra amount of money people have made on Spark. What's kind of your best day per hour, would you say, that you've made?
I could tell you for the whole day how maximum I made. Maximum probably around 400.
And was that like 8 hours, 10 hours, would you say?
It started at 8 and finished like at 8, so probably like 12
About 12 hours. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna put the math on the screen. I don't know what 400 divided by 12 is. 12 times. Yeah, I don't know. It sounds like it's over 30 bucks though. All right, Serge, let's go. First tip of the day.
Every Walmart is different. I worked in multiple Walmarts. I worked I went in Missouri. I worked on Walmart. It was different even there. But here, what I noticed, a lot of shop and delivery trips pop up 15 minutes before the hour, because there's also a difference between an express order and a regular order where a customer orders it ahead of time.
Which ones would you say are the ones that are most sought after, that it seems like people really like?
I prefer shop and delivery ones just because I could do them quicker than the ones that I would stay and wait, because if it pops up, let's say at 3:20, 3:25, you have to wait till 3:45 to actually like even start the trip.
The app had me confirm my identity just to make sure that no other good-looking fellow was about to make a whopping $7 an hour. Okay, we just arrived to the Walmart. We're gonna be standing here waiting for our first order. My brother said because we came here around 3:15, it looks like we might even wait till 3:45 for an order to come in. I think the biggest thing from this video is gonna be to kind of guide you guys through the process, but also hopefully to see how much we can make. And if this video comes out to about $7 an hour, after waiting for about 15 minutes, we finally got a shop and deliver order. And so, it was go time. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are off. Day 1 of training. Hopefully I don't get fired after the first day. I'm gonna pretend like I'm actually working, but he's doing all the work. I do want to say something. This is the only time you'll ever see us shopping for groceries. My boy Serge shopping for tomatoes. All right, there you go. We got A155. The Spark Driver app is pretty self-explanatory. When you're shopping in the store, it tells you the aisle and section that the item is located. After finding an item, depending on what it is, you will need to weigh it first and then scan the barcode to complete the pickup. To be honest, if I would have gone on my own, it probably would have taken me forever to find everything. But since this wasn't my brother's first time going to that specific Walmart, he basically knew where everything was. So you can tell this guy's a professional. He's running through this store. Give me the card so it at least looks like I was doing it. Okay. First thing we need to do is scan this QR code. When bagging everything up, it's important to bag certain items separately. For example, hot and cold items go in separate bags to make sure that they don't go bad before you deliver it to the customer's location. We were talking about that we only have 9 items for this order. How many items have you had the most for in order?
Probably around 130 items. Some of them are same thing. You're getting same thing. It's not like you search for every single item.
How long did that actually end up taking?
Close to an hour.
Do you remember how much they paid you for that one?
They pay you from 30 to like $50, depending on.
I mean, they better pay well. If I'm shopping for 100 items, they got to be paying me pretty well too.
It depends on the customer tip too. So.
Man, we are really in the country. I didn't know they knew what Walmart was out here. All right, let's go. Load me up. Light work, absolutely light work. When you're dropping off the items, there are a few things to mention. So when you're taking the picture of the groceries next to the door, make sure that the house number is visible in the picture. And of course, make sure that your reflection is looking sharp in the reflection of the door. While dropping off the order, I did have another order pop up, which probably wouldn't have been my first option, but it was a curbside pickup and it had many different stops, which was perfect for this video. All right, we just arrived. We parked at number 6 and
select the spot, select 6, and then save.
This is the one where we're going to be waiting here. Someone's going to bring it out and we're going to load it up there in the back. How many items? We have 11 stops. How many items?
14.
Okay, and then so when they bring it out, basically he takes an item, scans it, and then I go ahead and scan it.
Yeah.
And then I put it in the trunk, and it's gonna be like that with every single item. He scans it, gives it to me, I scan it, and I place. Okay, so right now we see here that they are packing it up. We can go ahead and refresh, and it'll tell us if it's ready or not. And if it's ready, that means they're about to bring it out, right?
Yes.
And then whenever they come out, we give them the code, confirm the code, and then we start scanning the 14 items. All right, we just got an update. It says that it is ready, so it's most likely coming out. Curbside pickup is as simple as it gets. There really is nothing to it besides sitting in your car and playing the waiting game until your items come outside. After scanning in all the items, the associate and I noticed that one item was on my list that did not belong to me. So after discussing with the Spark support, we quickly got the problem resolved. All right, this is a scam. Show me, what is this? They removed one of the stops and they're paying me $3 less. Bro, I'm gonna cancel it right now and I'm just gonna leave all the groceries on the floor. I'm done with this. I know we can do this in one trip. Watch and learn, ladies and gentlemen. Watch and learn. This route went pretty well. All in all, it took me about an hour and a half to drop off 10 deliveries. But I do have to say that it was a very interesting dynamic going from delivering groceries in the city to somewhere out in the country. Tell you what, those dogs right there, they're lucky they're on a chain. Otherwise, we would have had problems. We have arrived at Walmart, and as soon as I started talking, we actually ended up getting another order. I was gonna say if we were gonna wait until about 6:30, and if nothing else was gonna pop up, then we would just head home, and I would base it off of 3.5 hours of work. But we did get another one. We're gonna go shop for it. It's just 3 items. And once we do that, we're going to deliver it, and I think we are going to be done for today. But before we go on to the final delivery, I have some exciting news to share with you. When you're delivering, it's very important to keep track of your mileage for when tax time comes around. Seriously, you do not want to show up to your tax specialist and just give them a random number. That's exactly how audits happen. Speaking of taxes, I am happy to say that I am now a licensed tax consultant in the state of Oregon, and with my firm, Prime Tax Solutions, I can help you with your tax, bookkeeping, or any other payroll needs you might have. If you're driving for Spark, Amazon Flex, DoorDash, Uber, whatever it is, I can help you maximize your deductions. The link will be in the description. Go book your free 30-minute consultation because just like that low gas light during a very busy shift, tax season is going to sneak up on you and you might not be ready for it. All right, first one that we're going to is J14 Section 4. With the shop and delivery order finally under my belt, the second time around, it was definitely a little bit easier to find everything in the store. But I did still have my brother walk around with the cart and find everything while I ran after him like a fangirl with my camera.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. All right. Let me tell you something.
Although we did have only 3 items to pick up, one of the items was locked up behind a glass window in the automotive department, so we had to play the waiting game again. This is just us pacing around. After waiting for about 10 minutes, we finally had someone come and help us, and we were on our way again. All right, come here. Let me do a little bit of the work. All right, you can go ahead. The last few deliveries were an absolute breeze, and I think it probably took us around like 30 minutes to deliver both of them. To summarize the whole day, we ended up working for about 4 hours, which was from 3 to 7 p.m., and we ended up driving a total of 70 miles. And my final gross earnings came out to $50.02, plus, yes, there's a plus $22.23 in tips that came in the following day, which brought the total to $72.25. If you do the quick math after subtracting out the gas expense, my hourly rate came out to $15.96 an hour. It might not sound all that great, but I do think I could hit that $30 an hour mark, like what my brother was talking about, if I had more experience and obviously if I wasn't recording all these videos while delivering. I hope you guys enjoyed this one.
До свидания.